Hi, in continuation with the previous video on horizontal expression macros, here I'm going to demonstrate vertical expression macros. There I'm going to remove white spaces from the data, like you can see in this table. We have white spaces at the start of the data, at the end of the data, and somewhere in the middle of the data. Like here you can see there is a white space at the end, at the middle, at the start. So I'm going to use this vertical macros, expression macros in IICS to remove these white spaces. Let us go to the IICS dashboard and create a new mapping. Here, let me give the name of the mapping. Underscore macro white space, and select the source as source table. Here I'm going to cleanse the data. Source, I'll go to add the transformation, expression transformation, and here I'm going to create the macros. I'll go to expression, I'll create the macros. First I'll create the input macro field. I'll give the name in macro, and configure this macros with respect to name field. As you can see, as I know, these spaces are there in first name, last name, and email. So I'll select only these three fields over here. I'll select the named field. It is taking time to fetch the fields from the table. Yeah, you can see as I told, I'm going to select only the first name, last name, and email. So first name, last name, and email field. These are the three fields. I have these white spaces, so I'm going to select the named field. Otherwise, I could have selected all incoming fields. I'll click OK. This in underscore macro is having three fields: first name, last name, and email. So accordingly, I create the out field, out macros, output macro. You can see it automatically took this input macro as there is only one macro, and for output macro it has given suffix as underscore out. So here I'll make the precision 100 and OK. For this output macros, I'm going to configure. So I want to replace. This how to replace the spaces. From the middle spaces, I'm going to use the inbuilt function ReplaceChr built-in function. I'm going to use ReplaceChr function. You can see the ReplaceChr function is something like this. Here flag is, I will take flag as 0. 0 means is case insensitive, and string, first string is, I'm going to use the field this in macro is the first string. Okay. And it will match with the space, right? Space, space with this non-space. If there is no gap between these two, and there is a one space. With that, I'm going to use a nested function LTRIM and RTRIM to replace the left side and right side spaces. So I'll use RTRIM and LTRIM. Nested function, so it will remove the right and left trim. Here I cannot validate this expression because it is having the macro as an input field. I cannot validate, so carefully write this expression over here. However, we can validate at the runtime. Okay, I'll go to the target. Here in the target, I'm going to use the target as a Oracle database. Here I have table tgt_employees. I'll use this table. Target is tgt. I'll select target as tgt_employees. Employees tgt_. And the field mapping, as I discussed in the previous video, here I need to go for completely parameterized because this macros got expand during the runtime, not in the mapping. So we have to map those expanded fields in the during runtime only. So let us create a completely parameterized, like I'll use tgt, give some name tgt_emp as a macro name. Click OK. Now my mapping is, I'll save this mapping. The mapping is valid. I'll create the configuration task for this mapping. I'll go to mapping field task. Use mct underscore and I'll select secure agent. I'll go to next. As I discussed, the macros got expanded during runtime. You can see the suffix as underscore out. So just replace the automated mapping with that expanded mapping. As you know, we have selected first name, last name, and the email. Just replace those fields in the email. Just validate. It's valid. Go to next and finish it. My mapping configuration task is ready. Just run the mapping, go to my job, update is available. Yeah, you can see it is processed 5 rows and the mapping is successful. You can see sources are 5, targeted 5. Let us go to the target. Let me see the target. You can see all spaces got removed. Here you can see the spaces everywhere, and the target, all spaces got removed. This is an example for vertical macro expressive macros in IICS. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.